What's up with you? This your boy G, and we back at it again. I'm back at it again. I'm trying to get this podcast format working just right for y'all. But today I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about my upbringing, as far as the religious side aspect of it. All right. So born Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I mean, in the '80s. So basically we was going to this church, you know what I mean? Raised in the church. It was my cousin's church. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. Cool experience. My dad was cool. I mean, my mom, they was all devout Christians and stuff like that. And I kind of grew up in that background, playing drums and being a musician, singing in the choir and stuff like that. And it was a lot of wild ass shit used to go down at church, man. I promise. It was wild, baby. It was wild. It's wild as hell, man. But church got real wild. Like folk pulling out guns wild. Like, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna mention the church name and none of the people in it. But yeah, I mean, I used to play drums on TV. He was on TV for a long time, and it was a cool experience, man. It was one of the highlights experiences of my life. Um, I don't really go anymore, and a lot of my folks tend to be like, "Yo, you don't believe in God no more." I'm like, "No, I believe in God. I just got my own relationship with God, man. I don't gotta go to church and shit like that." It didn't really like help me past the point, but and basically, you know what I mean. I had to just stand on my own too, and just take what I know. It was general wisdom, but it wasn't a lot of wisdom. It was a lot of general wisdom. It just wasn't nothing specific. And that was my experience as far as how my overview of it is now. Back in the day, man, I used to hear about so many chicks getting tossed. Like all my church fam used to be getting tossed like a motherfucker. I'd be like, God damn, bro, like this chick really did get tossed. She only 14, bro. Like what the fuck? Like I'm like 13. I'm like, what the hell? Like she really did get tossed at the motherfucking high school football game. Like straight up. Like, you know what I mean? Like she getting tossed. Um First chick I ever met, you know what I mean, had like HIV and she testified about it. That, you know what I mean? I remember when we was little, cause I was like 14 at that time, and everybody was like trying to get at her for a minute, cause she was thick as hell. But I was like, and then she had broke up because she was with one of my homeboys for a long time, and when I was fit to be like, yo, man, I'm gonna play this to the point where I could go and holler at this shit. My homeboy, man, day one nigga, like told me, yo, I went over his house after that. I ain't had the courage that day, but I was about to holler at her. I started just chopping it up with her for a time or two. And but I ain't really just make my like make the make the deal, close the deal and nothing like that. I just kinda like let her see me type shit. And I went over my homeboy house and he was like, man, I talked to homie and he said he wanted to holler at her. And I was like, damn, I wanted to holler at her. And he was like, damn, I wanted to holler at her too, man. But my mama told me something, and I was like, oh shit, what your mama say? She probably don't even want her. She probably pregnant or something, right? Cause that's how it was. You know what I mean? Bitches was getting pregnant like early as early in the motherfucker, man. Like so, it was just like it was like she got HIV, bruh. She got AIDS. Like it's synonymous with us. You know what I mean? HIV AIDS. I don't want none one of them motherfuckers. And I was like, damn. She got what? Like straight up. And I kind of was like, is you trying to play me to get off this chick? You know what I mean? Cause you know what I mean? I'm not fit to talk to this chick now. But I don't know if it's real or not. And why would you say something like that to about somebody if they ain't really got it? That's fucked up. But kind of find out, man, she had the hell out that shit, bruh, and that shit got exposed hard as fuck. And she actually testified about it, and cause they let her speak for a minute. She was a speaker at a program, and they just kind of let her speak, and she had HIV, and she admitted it in front of a whole crowd of people, bro. Like, and it was like, damn. And from that point on, I never really looked at her the same, bro. Like, but she was still cool as fuck though. Don't be saying nobody name. Yo, she was cool as fuck though. Yeah, she's still alive to this day. Um, I saw them about a few months ago, but I mean, she was young with it, so I mean, I don't know what happened. Didn't nobody ever tell me. Nothing ever really came from it. It was little shit like that happening at the church, and as the bullets we dodged, you know what I mean. We don't miss them motherfuckers. I mean, for real. But it was another situation, you know what I mean, where I was I started having my first little church girlfriend, man. She was cool as hell, man. Um, she was cool. Nice looking chick too, man. Like we was around. She was a little older than I was, but I think she was either older or we was the same age. It was something like that. But I was like, what? How old was I? I was like 13, 14, maybe 15 or something like that. I was like somewhere around that age. And I'm playing the drums here and there, doing that, you know what I mean, trying to make a way. And all of a sudden, man, she just hollered at me. I hollered at her, man. She had some big ass titties, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm fucking with this. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with this. Little chocolate motherfucker too, man. She was nice. But 2 weeks later, like straight up, 2 weeks later, I found out she pregnant. I ain't even smashed or nothing, nigga. Like I was barely on kissing mode. This bitch getting smashed like a motherfucker from some nigga. She just wanted me, and it was like, and I was like, damn, that nigga been smashed. I was only with your ass for 2 weeks in like name alone, bruh. I haven't even kissed your ass yet, bruh. It's like, and you was straight, but you started coming to church, and it was like I don't. I didn't really take it bad. It wasn't like I was even mad about the shit. I was like, oh damn, she pregnant. She pregnant. It kind of fucked with me like a half a second, but it was like, I like god damn, like it's like that now out in these streets. But it was cool, man. I think she doing pretty good right now. I haven't heard from her in a while, bro. I think it came with a certain kind of shame to it. I'm not for sure. I didn't necessarily put that on her, like, but at the same time, it was like, nah, bro, I can't do this. I can't do this. And little stuff. Well, I mean, I'm dude to play drums at the church with his brother, and we play basketball after church. You know what I mean? And the last little situation with the church that I had like an actual girlfriend. Well, I had another girlfriend at that time. That shit was kind of like whatever, man. Like I didn't just connect with her like that, man, because I wasn't really attracted to her, but she was always super cool, and I always wanted. She was just cool, man. It was just a chick that was just cool as hell, but she just wasn't attractive to me, and so I came across my little first love. She was a little red bone little bitch. You know what I mean? with the hazel eye. You know what I mean? She was cool as hell, but she was batshit crazy, man. I tell you that, man. She was batshit crazy. That was the worst thing I could have ever did. Is fuck with that bitch, right? I don't really discount the whole situation, but it just to me, I was like, yo, we was so young, nigga. Like I felt some type of way about the way we ended things, but it was like, ugh, we ain't even friends now. Like, you know what I mean? You still play with the communication. I say, yo, what you been up to? It'll take you a month. She flaky as hell. And I'm doing like way better now. Like back then, I barely had a car. Like now, I mean, I get my own shit, man. Like it's just like I'm making money and some more shit. Like I done had a kid and child. I done been through my own little shit. You know what I mean? I done went to the military, came back, all that shit, bro. Like it's just like I don't understand why a conversation is like it just takes so much to have that. Like I don't get that. I never did get that about. It's something about chicks that you always known that stay in Memphis, and if you still in Memphis, they kind of don't speak to you for some reason. And I'm like, damn, dude, I ain't fucked on damn one of y'all. Like, I fucked her though. Like, I've definitely fucked her. But I ain't like it's some chicks like I be like, yo, I remember we was cool back in the day. I see you doing this. Why can't we get up on this? Or just give me some information, maybe. You know what I mean? You don't even have to, it ain't even just no big shit. I'm just testing the waters. Like, yo, like I done had and I don't know if people realize this about me. I done had so many motherfuckers like hate on a nigga sometimes. So this thing I do where I kind of just test the waters to see if you cool and shit. And if I see you cool, bro, like I'm a holler at you. You know what I mean? We ain't got to kick it every day, but yeah, that ain't off the table either. So it's just one of those things. It's just like, yo, why would I do this? I mean, why you acting like that? Why would I do this? Keep doing it. So I don't even holler at chicks because I be thinking that they feel like I thought some way or done something to them and shit. Like so I don't even just like females in the past, friends or not, dude. I just let their ass go, bro. Like I'm like straight up. It's just better for me, bro. Like that shit be weird as fuck. Like so, it should be weird as hell, man. Like I can't wait to meet new people. It's just sometimes motherfucker be having the wrong idea about a nigga, bro. Like and that shit be crazy because I've been knowing you all this time, bro. Like and you don't really know me like that, but and you got this ideal about what the fuck I think and who the fuck I am, but it ain't that real. It ain't that accurate at all. So that's my experience with church girls. After that, though, it's been some bad, super bad chicks that I had. Like, cause I still played for churches and stuff on and off throughout the years. I haven't done that in like over a decade now, but it's like, it's been like super bad chicks that I had a chance to fuck with. All I had to do was just say the right thing and come off a certain way. And I was in there. And but I don't really like I don't give like I left certain things behind because of my experiences with that type of shit. Well, not just that, but it's other ideological things that just don't sit right with me either. And just but that's my experiences with church girls. I know that's like kind of taboo. I don't really just be talking about that shit, but it's weird, man. Like I came up in the South, and I hear people talking about the remnants of slavery, and man, bro, like if you ain't just no hypersexual motherfucker who just super thirsty, you know what I mean? That dude get all the chicks, you know what I mean? Like I could get all the chicks and I was never like super thirsty like that. It was always I had to be thirsty enough to be willing to play a certain kind of game. Because that game that I'm playing to get these females, it really don't make a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things, but you can get you a nice little female like that. Uh, it's just that once you get them, if you keep them, you got to keep that game going too. Like, and it ain't going like it's crazy how it go. You got to keep that game going sometime, but you got to be real with them at some point. You got to be all the way real with them at some point. And it's like I don't really play those games because I'm real off top now. So it's like I don't have to like unless I really want to do that type of shit. I'm not fit to be doing that shit. Like I'm just not. Like it's only certain shit I do for chicks anyway. So it's like most of this is for my son and for myself. I'm about money for myself and my son. Like that's it. Like I gotta do something. So that's my story on that's my glazed across story on church girls. And do I still mess with church girls? I mean, not really. I haven't messed with church girls and I haven't even wanted to just to focus on that type of shit. Like I'd rather meet a chick at the gas station or across the street. Like you meet a more level headed person. Like church girls and shit. Like you got a real deal. Like like you got a real deal. Do some old half ass trife ass shit, and they gonna be all up on you, man. Like you know what I mean. I don't like dealing with that type shit. It's like dealing with a super hood chick. You can get that bitch if you really to do some super hood type shit. So just to make her feel like she sees something in you, and she kind of you know, you are familiar, add that a little bit of familiarity to her. If you get her with some money, like a lot of cats be like, yo, if I just had the money, yeah, if you had the money, you probably be beating them guts, but you're not gonna get that genuine desire. You just not. Like, it's only one way to get genuine desire, and you either gonna get it or you're not. um it's a way to build that. It's just if you don't genuinely like me, then don't worry about it. You know what I mean? You don't owe me no. If you wanted me to be like, yo, this dude owe me some dick or something, like you know what I mean? I don't give out dick because I owe somebody some dick, bro. Like I don't do that. That shit. That's like like what the hell? I don't. That reminded me of another story. That reminded me of another story, dog. Well, fuck it, I'll tell it right now. You know what I mean? I remember this chick. Liked her. We was friends for a long ass time, right? Liked her. Cool chick. So we used to do everything. She was on some of my first little songs when I was doing music and stuff. She was on. She was on a couple of little fucked up ass little songs and shit. We was friends for like a whole decade, bro. Like from like I say from 2004 all the way to 2013. That's when I like cut it off. We was cool though, man. I was there for her, she was there for me type stuff. Cool. Just friends though. And she got pregnant when I went to the military. Came back and I was like, yo, tell me about your dude. Like, you know what I mean? You don't really talk about him. She was like, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. I was like, yo, what if he that bad, nigga? Why you? And then I had to break down because she know me. Dawg. I was gonna ask, like, if you breaking down like that, why is you even like? Why do you even? What made you want to mess with him? His grandma knew my grandma, and I felt like I owed him some ass. And I like, you old, like you ain't just saying that shit. Like, yo, you wanted to fuck the nigga. Did you want to fuck the nigga? She was like, not really. And I was why is you fucking with this nigga? Like straight up, like that shit didn't make no sense to me, bro. Like I was like, then I had to be like, yo, check this out, bro. From how you get down, bro, cause she was like all into her friends and shit, right? That's how I was around all the time. She was just all into her friends, and I was like, yo, do you? So I asked her one day, I was like, yo, and I just made the statement. I didn't even ask. It was just I made a statement. I was like, man, it'll make a lot of sense if you just came out of nowhere and just told me you was gay and shit. Like it'll make a lot of sense, bro. Like because I kind of was feeling like that. I was like, yo, that makes a lot of sense, bro. Like, that makes a lot of sense right there. You were being gay. Like, that makes a lot of sense. And she was like, nah, I like dick. I was like, how you feel like how you gonna fuck cause you owe somebody's dick? I know chicks who like dick. They don't do that shit. I don't give a fuck what you did for them. If they don't want to fuck you, they not. Like, straight up. Like you don't owe nobody. That's some hoe shit to me. I'm just gonna be 100. I ain't trying to disrespect you. And she was like, and we was just in a car and shit. I was just riding and I was just talking to her. And I was like, yo, if you gay, just say that shit, bro. Like, like straight up, like. And then come to find out, yeah, I mean, we had fell out after that. But come not after that. That wasn't nothing. I ain't really give a damn. We fell out about some other shit. But come to find out, I had reconnected with her back last year. Guess what? Guess who she married to? A little chocolate bitch. And I was like, God damn, and she barely keeping that little situation together. So I'm like, because I kind of know her still. She's still like kind of the same person, but I don't know how what her get down is from day to day. But I'm like, nigga, I asked you that like 100 times, bro. You could have just kept it 100 with a nigga, bro. Like, is you gay or not? Like full on dyke, cause then you don't even come off like no bad chick. Like bad chicks do shit for dick too, bro. Like like bad chicks do shit for dick. That's all I can say. Like, you know what I mean? Bad chicks do shit for pussy and dick. They extra hard workers. They like the hardest working part of the alphabet community, man. For real. Straight up, they the hardest workers. You know what I mean? But she just went on. I guess she married a girl and shit. So it was like whatever. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy as hell, man. That shit was crazy as hell to me. We fell out about some other shit, bro. Like that shit was kind of. But we reconnected. I bared the hedge. I didn't give a fuck. Like I, it was kind of crazy how I reconnected with her though. But it was like, god damn, dude. Like, like I was like, god damn, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like straight up. Like, what the fuck? She pop up on my Facebook list. I'm heading away. I'm like, hey, what's Kylie right there? All right, fuck it. You know what I mean? I ain't give a damn. She probably won't even answer this motherfucker, man. As soon as I stopped my car, man, looked at my phone again, bitch then accepted the friend request. I was like, yo, I'm gonna send you a message straight off top. It don't matter. Cause what I did notice on that part of things is like she still had her old page. And since she had her old page, I was like, because Facebook, you could tell, and for the men out there, you could tell if a chick doing some dirt because she got one Facebook page, like especially in Memphis, bro. Like she got down there two Facebook page, and they damn near on the same shit, and she being nice as fuck on wholesome and shit, and then on the other side, she being like super ratchet and shit. And I'm up here like, well, fuck it. Like, let me appeal to this ratchet part. Yeah, man. So that's really what it was all about. You know what I mean? She was just trying to get away. Cause I can tell, like, the fact that she had that John and she was still posting on both pages. Like, you know what I mean? You sneaking and shit, bro. Like, I ain't out here trying to be sneaking and shit, bro. Like, I tell a motherfucker all the time. And plus, if you ain't just gonna come through, bruh, don't even worry about it, bruh. Like, you gay, bruh. Like, don't even like. I would like to come. And what's so fucked up about it? I invited her to come through. She lied to a nigga. I don't want to come through. I come through. I'm being Memphis. I'm like, okay, yo, come through. Let me know when you on your way. And then I ain't tell all that because Howdy or not, Memphis mind a little danger, bro. And especially when you fucking with a messy motherfucker too, bro. Like, cause she was kind of messy too, bro. Like, when her and her friends get together, this shit messy as hell. I don't be one liking to be around this shit. I don't be liking to be around this shit at all. But she be messy as fuck, bro. Like, she was messy as hell. So how I was gonna do it, I was like, yo, tell her to come over. Whenever she's like, all right, I'm coming over. Alright, here go the. I don't really give out my address like that, like for real, cause I like my peace, bro. Like I went through a lot with my baby mama, dog. I don't need niggas just popping up and shit. So it's like I'm at the house by myself. You know what I mean? Every other week I got my son. So you know what I mean? I ain't really trying to be have your ass around me and my son, nigga. Like just come with me. I make sure it's straight. You might be able to kick it with me and my son. And because that's how you know what I mean. I'd been on your ass. I'd met your daughter. I done had to take your daughter from Texas to motherfucking like you know what I mean. And she peed on me. That was some fucked up shit, bruh. That's still fucked up. You probably watching this shit. That shit was fucked up. But you know what I mean? Cause I wasn't a daddy, bro. Like I'm like, damn, I gotta change diapers. I wouldn't even. I don't know. Like my mind don't even do changing diapers. Like for my son, I change diapers. For other folks' kids and shit, I do not do that shit. I don't do it. I don't do it at all. Like, straight up, I don't like that shit. I do it now because I done did it so much. But it's like, cause it's like second nature to me now. But yeah, nigga, I was changing diapers. Yeah, yeah, I changed my son diapers for a long ass time, bro. Like for like a good 3 years, 4 years, bro. 5 years, damn near. Like he good. He potty trained. He was potty trained at 3. It's just that I ain't trust his ass. He still want to sleep in our bed, and then he don't know how to he don't know how to get up and go to the bathroom when he's sleeping and shit. Like so he be want to sleep in our bed, and I be like, nigga, you gotta sleep in your own motherfucking bed, nigga. And then I don't let him have the drinks after a certain time either, bro. Like, but it just now that we got a set schedule, I have man 2 weeks now. I get that. And then nigga peed on me a whole bunch of time. Nigga owe me for life for that shit. You know what I mean? Nigga die for that shit. I'm just fucking with you, man. But ain't nobody finna be pissing on me though. For real. Don't piss on me. And yeah, that's a whole bunch of stories compiled together, man. What y'all say? Yo, what's good, man?